Hello, welcome to the Roaming Bear. Today we're going camping. Got a bit of a random episode. If you'll see behind me, we got the Dodge. Patty's down for the count. I got a steering rack issue. It's basically making the wheels like toe out all crazy. And right now we're in Golden. And I didn't want to drive all the way down the highway with my wheels all towed out. And yeah, it would basically just be wearing my tires. So here we are in the 12 valve. So yeah, I don't know if I've actually really introduced this vehicle before. I can't remember, but yeah, this is it. Arguably probably had this the longest out of any cars I've owned. It's a 97 12 valve Cummins, 2-wheel drive. It's a regular cab long box. It's the Highway Warrior. Me and Alyssa basically traveled all over BC in this thing before we moved to BC. We actually lived in a fifth wheel camper and used this truck to tow the camper all over BC and lived in there for like 6 or 7 months. And yeah, today it is taking us down to Canal Flats area, which we showed you Canal Flats in a previous video, episode 10 I believe, when my friends were out for Canada Day to watch drifting. Yeah, we're going down for Casey and Talon's wedding, and yeah, I'm going to bring you along and just basically be a quick video, show you our ground tenting setup and how we do that. So yeah, and the tractor. We just finished breakfast and we're in Golden right now, so we got a couple more hours to go down to Columbia Lake, and that's where we're going to be camping on a friend's property. See you guys on the road. Alright, so a little bit more brief history on the tractor. When I was younger, I actually picked it up because I had inspirations of being a drift kid. I had an S13. I still have the S13 hiding in a barn in Saskatchewan, but my intentions were to build it and drift it, and I bought this truck as a tow truck. I wanted a 2-wheel drive because I wanted something that was reliable on the highway. I had a 4-wheel drive second gen before, and I just had nothing but issues with the 4-wheel drive in that thing. Transfer case went, diffs, you name it. I had so much issues with that truck. But this thing's been an absolute unit. I've had it for, I think I'm going on 9 years almost now. And yeah, it gets like 28 miles to the gallon, like no matter what you're doing with it. It's super smooth on the highway, drives great, lots of power. And yeah, it's pretty comfy for a regular cab. It's sitting at 300,000 clicks. I got a nice little radio in here so I can listen to my Spotify. And yeah, it's pretty stock. Really the only thing done to it is a straight pipe and a cold air intake. It's done us well, and I really do. I'm pretty stoked that we're driving it on a road trip. Usually this is what I take all the way to Saskatchewan for our fishing trip, just because it's best on fuel and it's great on the highway. But yeah, we're taking her camping this time. I'm a little sad that I'm not in Patty because there's snow at the top of the mountains here, and that makes me wish I had the Pathfinder, and I'm going to see all the other rigs down here, and I'm going to wish I was in it. But we're just doing a pretty slack camp, so yeah, it'll be okay. And it's good to be back in the tractor. So pretty hard to beat the purr of a 12 valve. Alright, we made her to camp. We're going to be setting up right here in this parking lot. It's a pretty beautiful little spot right next to the lake. It's raining out, so we're setting up a little gazebo, and then tent's going to go under there, and we'll have a couple tarps coming off of it to protect the tent. But this is a new tent, so we don't really have to worry about water getting into it, I don't think. We used that one up in Saskatchewan last year, and it was absolutely fine. 8-foot bed.
I got an 8-foot bed that never has to be made.
It's nice to have a lot of room. You can fit so much stuff in here. Usually this amount of stuff that I got would just be like the max for Patty, basically. And then we're looking out on Columbia Lake. Pretty sweet, just between like Fairmont and Canal Flats and the Kootenays. I really wish I had Patty so I could go up there. Well, we're gonna set up and yeah, time to have some fun. All right, so we got everything all set up here. It's looking good. I'll do a quick walkthrough of our ground tenting setup if you want. So we still got some stuff in the back of the truck. I don't know if we'll be using much of the cooking gear and whatnot. Just using an awning to try to keep some of the rain out because it is raining. A couple trees for shelter. Tarp on the back. Everything's pretty covered. It's using the same totes that we always use. Got the propane tank from off the back of Patty. We got coziness in here. Nice little bed. Diesel heater's going. Just giving that a test run right now. I've showed the diesel heater in previous videos, but I can give a quick walkthrough. This is the controller. Works like a little thermostat. You can go different heat settings if you want. Air just comes out of here. It just heats up air by transferring it. It's not like using a fuel to warm up the air like a propane heater. It's just sucking fresh air in from outside, heating it up inside, and pushing it into here, so it's a fresh air push. This is a 5 kilowatt Vever unit. I got it off Amazon. It was like 160 or 170 bucks. It's using an old John Deere tractor battery. And yeah, it burns about 3/4 gallon a night. And that's like a 19-20 hour runtime on a gallon. So works pretty good. Mods, when you get it, you have to set up the exhaust pipe. So I heat wrap the exhaust pipe, just have it, I sawed a hole in the front here, and just have it coming out and shooting off to the side. The air intake's on the opposite side underneath. I put a heater duct on here. It's not very well insulated, but this thing's honestly overkill for the inside of the Pathfinder, so it obviously loses a little bit of heat. But I don't think it loses enough heat to really justify doing a better setup. We'll see what it's like in the tent. I've never actually used the diesel heater for the ground tent yet, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe all the heat will just escape out of there and won't make a difference, but I'm thinking it's going to make a nice difference. And other than that, the only other mod I did was I just extended the wiring harness. You can see the controller used to be mounted up here. I ripped that off, pulled this harness out, and then I added like 4 feet onto this harness just so when I'm sleeping in the Pathfinder, I can just route this up into the cab, and then I got the controller right up in the cab. And it'll be nice for this too. It can be inside the tent, and if we're too hot, I can turn it down, or if it's not hot enough, I can turn it up. But yeah, quick little rundown of the setup. Got the lights up in there as per. And looks like we're gonna have a pretty nice view here, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm not gonna film a whole lot. I just wanted to basically gonna document our ground setup. Just because you don't have a rig doesn't mean you can't get out and go camping. So our other rigs are down, so the tractor's up to the task, and here we are making the best of it. And honestly, I didn't need an off-road rig to get to this spot anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I was more or less just hoping if I had Patty, we could go up in the mountains and play around a bit yesterday, but we didn't end up coming out till Saturday, so we'll make the best of it. I probably won't film too much of the wedding. I'm not here to do that, so yeah, a little bit of camping. Check it out. I don't hate ground tents, they're pretty cozy. And I think I appreciate it a little bit more now just because we never do it much anymore, so it's like something new.
It's very comfortable and roomy compared to Patty.
Yeah, lots of room in there to do everything. And the heater's blowing hot. Oh yeah. Well, it's blowing hot, yeah. I think we're gonna have a cozy sleep out here. Shouldn't be an issue. And the nice thing about this diesel heater too, the nice thing is it like dries out the air because it's like a transfer. So it's just pushing hot, dry air into the tent. So you got no moisture. Usually in the winter when you're sleeping in there, it'll get all moist and your pillows feel all freaking like wet and cold, and it usually doesn't do that. Not in Patty anyways. It keeps all your pillows and everything's nice and dry and awesome. So diesel heater for the win. You're gonna want one of them, especially if you want to do cold weather camping. Go on Amazon, get yourself a Vever, 5 kilowatt. This is my 3rd season on this thing. Lots of people are like, oh, the Chinese ones are shitty. Don't listen to those people. Just get a Vever. Save yourself some money. It works just as good. Probably the same, made in the same place anyway. Woo! Alrighty, it's bedtime. Had a great day today. Fun traveling, and had a little live concert that we went to. It was country music, but it was okay. Yeah, had a good time. Got the diesel heater fired up in the tent here. And yeah, not too bad in here. You can definitely feel the cold air like at the top of the tent. But what do we got here? That's the thing. We'll see what we got on the temperature stick here. Oh, there it is. 18 degrees in here, not bad. I'm actually gonna click it up to heat setting 3 out of 6. 18 degrees in the tent, that's doable. I think our house lately has only been about 16. Anyhow, good night everybody, see you guys in the morning. Morning. We survived the night. It was a little chilly a couple times, but it really wasn't so bad. I didn't find it too bad anyway. The heater did its job. It kept it at about, what is it saying, 17 right now. I think that's about as warm as it got all night. It was about 17, 18 degrees. Yeah. Beauty morning. Sun's just poking out from around behind the mountain. He's been changing all night. I never gave it a break. It ran all night long. It was full when we went to bed, and now it's down to about just under half. Not bad. Nice. Have some breakfast. Chilling. And then wedding over there. Wedding's a couple hours away, and we're going to touch some water. Just a short hike. A short hike across the tracks. Please don't arrest me, internet. I'm pretty sure this is illegal, but we're doing it anyway. Oh. Sheesh. Can. We're about to can clam. Right here. This is the spot. All right, here we go. It's like October. Oh, it's not that cold. I thought it was gonna be colder, to be honest. At least it's clear. It's gonna be a frosty dip, though. It looks shallow. Oh, you! Scoo, brother! Oh, it's pretty cold. All right, here we go. Well, let's just do it. Whoa! Woo! That'll wake you up. Not too shabby.
She's dippable.
Dippable. Let's go. You gotta touch water, you know, no matter what. Even if it's a little cold, you gotta get in there, touch that water. Watching us get out of the water is probably hilarious. It's so rocky. One tip is if you're swimming out here, definitely bring some water shoes. Cam's got the business. I'm just flat-footing it. And yeah, it's not ideal. Beauty day. All washed up. Ready to put on the fancy pants for the wedding. Sheesh. Almost wedding time. Definitely don't dress up much, but here we go. Cleaned up Kyle somewhat. Alyssa looks way better than me. But we dressed up and ready to go have fun at a wedding. So let's go do that. The sound of comfort. Well, we made it to Monday morning. The wedding was a success yesterday. Couldn't ask for a better day early for this time of year. It was gorgeous yesterday. It's almost 20 degrees in the afternoon. No wind. It was sunny. But yeah, just slowly getting up here and gonna be doing the pack up. So and then heading back to Salmon Arm, 5-hour drive. Let's go. There we go, all packed up. It's like playing Tetris. It's nice with the 8-foot box, you can fit tons of stuff in here. Just got quite a bit of room. And then it's got the tonneau cover, so keep our stuff all clean and dry. Just roll the tonneau over. Almost ready to get out of here. What a beauty spot though. Alrighty, time to get out of Dodge. BC hoodoos. Alright, and that's why we like road tripping in the tractor. We got 25 miles to the gallon on that tank. Well, next stop's gonna be home. I think we're gonna stop for breakfast somewhere, but I probably won't film that, so I think this is gonna be the end of the video for now. And if you guys liked it, make sure you subscribe. Yeah, that was a great time, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.